Back to 6, Tom, and this is to keep the lead for Minjee Lee.
Yeah, been working on that for a while, that putt, and it just wasn't comfortable. It's downhill, and that's a shot thrown away on a par 5.
What a momentum killer that is, Tom, especially with that wedge into the green. Got to really keep that out of your mind as best as you can. That's what makes this game so tough.
Oh, she just had such a good round of golf going. She had 4 consecutive birdies, as you can see there, to finish her first 9 holes, which were the back 9 here at... Back over at 7, and this is Minjee Lee coming off the bogey at the 6th. That was Celine Boutier we showed you a moment ago. My apologies.
Minjee with 128 yards, so she's 30 yards longer than Boutier. The other member of this group, Natalia Guseva, dropped a shot on the previous hole as well, so she's at 1 under par, missed the fairway over on the right, and Guseva is one of the longer drivers out here, and Minjee was about 25 yards longer than her, so massive drive here for Minjee. Sets up a great opportunity to bounce back after that drop shot, trying to draw it in there downwind.
Oh, just settles at the back of the green there, Tom. She will have a look though, but a little bit of a slope to navigate. Off with a bounce back birdie attempt after that disappointing bogey on 6.
Yeah, there are kind of ripples in this green, and the flag today is cut in a little low section in the middle of the green. Bit of a double breaker here for Minjee. Should go to the left at the end. Catches the hole, but not able to bounce back.
Oh, that looked good.
Still a good confident stroke after a 3-putt. Tendency would be to be a little bit tentative.
And she was saying, yeah, I've only had to pay for 1 week's hotel room the last 4 weeks. And, you know, I'm very proud to say, I mean, to know that we kind of started that trend out on tour, and now that's becoming a standard, and it's great.
Oh, another good approach from Minjee Lee. And I know you're the lady who was a runner-up at the Augusta National Women's Amateur in April. Now let's check back in with Minjee Lee.
Yeah, it's another missed putt from similar length to what we saw a couple of holes ago. So frustrating for Minjee and what has been a very good day so far. It's just going to be a par for her.
Hasn't been able to get it going. Who hasn't been able to get too much going, Tom, since that bogey at the 6th.
Yeah, and this 9th hole usually plays pretty tough. You can't hit driver off this tee because the penalty area runs across the fairway. It's actually a pretty wide fairway, but you can't miss it. This one out to the right looks like it's going to miss in the rough up there on those humps.
Oh, goodness.
Well, we'll get back to the 9th in a moment. Saving pars across the back 9. She will suffer a bogey. I'll drop her 2 back. Over on the other side, at the 9th, Tom, what's Minjee Lee looking at here?
She's got right on 200 yards to go. Ball is above her feet. It's in the rough. She's had a few clubs out with her caddy, Mikey Patterson, and now she looks like she's settled on a hybrid. This is a high risk factor here, Morgan. I don't think the trees are going to be an issue in front of her. The tree that's about 6 yards in front of her is overhanging, but the ball shouldn't come out that high. The other trees are just too far to the right, but still, there is a bit of risk involved in this one.
This has been the hardest hole, one of the hardest greens in regulation to hit, the hardest green in regulation. Just trying to get something up there where she can save par. Ended up working out very nicely. Didn't have a lot to work from.
Yeah, came out very well.
It's just what you need to do.
Over at 9, Minjee.
I mean, that was just a horrible lie for Minjee. It's in that first kind of cut of the graduated rough, Morgan. It was...
Yeah, I don't see that being caught this afternoon. It will take something special as the conditions continue to change. Oh my goodness, Tom. What is going on with Minjee here? Just making a mess of her last hole.
Yeah, a real mess there. I mean, that almost came back to her feet. I mean, that's first slope that she had to negotiate just off the green. I mean, obviously didn't have the pace to get over it, and the ball started to come back towards her. So now she's got this for a bogey. But what a horror finish for Minjee. That poor tee shot out to the right, missing the fairway. Talked about this is a fairway that's actually pretty generous, but you can't miss it. You've got that penalty area to the left, and then fairly thick rough over to the right. So she was playing catch up whenever she missed that fairway on the right side. And I have to say, she got really unlucky with that lie for her third shot, having hit a pretty good shot to get it up there flag high. And now it's compounding a couple of errors, Morgan.
Really, you could kind of see that emotion there after she missed that first putt. Now just really try and regroup. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Still leaving
another
ourselves.
situation of compounding an error. I mean, that's got some length to it. That's like a 3.5 foot putt that she's left herself for, maybe even a little bit longer, for double.
Story coming home. Gusova has, what, a fairly straightforward putt left for par, Tom?
Yeah, Natalia Gusova's been battling away out here. She dropped a shot on the par 5 sixth and then bounced back with birdies at 7 and 8. Hit a very nice tee shot down the left side here, but not her best approach. Kind of a low, long iron approach that finished left of the hole. And this would be a good save on the par 4 that we talked about being a very difficult one out here. I think she'll be kind of annoyed at that. Battled away to make those 2 birdies and then throws one away at 9, unfortunately.
It's playing a quarter of a stroke over par today so far, Tom. There already have been 2 doubles and 1 other. And Minjee, unfortunately, needs to make this to add to that double total.
Yeah, and I think with this hole, it's a long par 4. It's a little bit into the breeze, but you can't hit driver because of that penalty area that runs across the fairway. I think some players could hit driver, but they'd be right on the edge there of risking going into the penalty area. So it makes it even more difficult. You know you're going to be coming in with a long iron or a hybrid. And Minjee finishes that one off, but that will leave a bad taste, making double there to finish the day.